Hey guys, it's Bridget with San Diego Seed Company, and I'm here to answer some of your mid-season garlic growing questions because we're getting tons of them, and I want to make sure you know when to harvest your garlic and not harvest them too soon. Now, before I get into that, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button so you're notified anytime we do a video. So, garlic, we planted a lot of it this year, as I'm sure you did from the amount of people that purchased garlic from us. There should be lots and lots of garlic growing all over Southern California. And a lot of people who planted this year, it was their first time. And so we helped you with all of your beginning gardening questions about how to plant it, when to plant it, whether or not you stick it in the fridge. And the next set of questions that we're getting a lot of is when to harvest it. And I don't want anybody to harvest their garlic too soon and be disappointed. So we're only about at the midpoint of the growing season for our garlic. This is elephant garlic that we have growing in our garden. And if I were to harvest it now, which I'll kind of dig down here and I'll show ya. Look at that. Teeny tiny little garlic. If I were to harvest it now, it would be absolutely delicious. I could cook with it. I could do anything I want with it. I could eat both the bulb and all the way up to the top if I want. But I am missing out on the bigger garlic bulb that it will grow all the way through the summer. And at the end of the summer, it will become a much bigger product that you get to enjoy. If you harvest it now, you're missing out on that. Our days are getting longer. And so the plant is actually gearing up to utilize our longer days and our warmer days to really start growing its bulbs. And so harvesting it now would really kind of be a disservice. Unless you have too much and you need to make space, I would wait. The other key thing that's important is from now until about May, towards the end of May, you want to make sure the soil stays adequately moist. That moisture is important to growing those bulbs. When it comes May, end of May, you'll start to notice the leaves will start to brown quite a bit more. They'll start to kind of fall. That is when you actually want to turn the water off because it's going to dry up the paper around the garlic and allow you to harvest the garlic heads a lot easier in one whole pull. Otherwise, if you leave the water on for too long, the garlic will actually kind of rot. The paper around the garlic will not set very well, and you'll end up having the bulbs break apart, and then you'll lose cloves in the soil. So it's really important that you let the garlic cure by turning the water off around the end of May. Now, it's totally dependent on your area. You want to look for cues that your garlic tells you, and that would be the browning of the leaves. And you can kind of dig around and look, does the garlic look good? The other reason why you want to turn the water off is because it's actually going to allow for the plant to start to come up from the soil, which makes it easier to harvest because it's not buried so deep. So you'll actually see the garlic start to kind of pull out of the ground, which is really cool. And then you can go through and harvest it. Now this is elephant garlic here, and I don't have any flowers on it, but you can get garlic scapes right about this time of the year. And scapes are actually the immature flowers on the garlic plant, and they're absolutely delicious. I highly recommend you just put them on the barbecue for a couple seconds on each side. Oh, they're so good when they're crispy. So you can actually puree them in olive oil like you would any pesto-like sauce, and you can make garlic scape pesto. So good. Don't miss out on it. So if you've planted any hardneck garlic varieties like our music, you will get scapes from them, and it is the immature flowers that you actually want to utilize and eat. They're delicious. Don't miss out on that. So make sure you harvest the scapes to enjoy it. Also, don't harvest your garlic too soon and be disappointed. Let it grow all the way through the growing season so you can enjoy nice, big garlic cloves that are worthy of your kitchen creations. So if you didn't get to plant garlic this year, don't worry about it. Here's all the details you need to know for next year's planting. So garlic is a pretty long season crop. You want to plant it in the fall in Southern California, particularly in San Diego if you plant it on Halloween. Halloween, you will get the best garlic harvest ever, promise. So plant it on Halloween. You want to make sure that your garlic cloves that you purchase, your garlic seed, if you will, comes from a reputable source. You want to make sure it's disease-free. And we also recommend that your garlic is vernalized. What does that mean? It has to be exposed to cold temperatures to trigger the bulbing process. You can do that very simply by taking the garlic seed that you purchase and sticking it in the fridge for about 60 days. That's going to guarantee that they had enough cold exposure to trigger the bulbing process and give you nice big garlic cloves or garlic bulbs that you can use in the kitchen after they've grown all spring, summer, and you harvest them closer to the fall months. So I'm telling you to take your garlic cloves that you purchase for planting and you put them in the fridge. That stimulates the sprouting process. Now, why is that? Well, because the plant thinks it's gone through winter and it's going into spring and it needs to sprout. If you have garlic that you're consuming from the store, you'll notice the exact same thing happens. If you put it in the fridge and then pull it out and stick it on the counter, it's going to sprout. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. You can still eat it. You can still enjoy it. You could even try sticking it in the garden and see what happens. But the exposure to cold temperatures and then warm temperatures is what triggers the sprouting process. So when you do harvest your garlic at the end of the season, you want to make sure you leave it on the counter and don't go from counter to fridge, back and forth, or store it in the fridge and only pull it out when you're ready to cook with it. That's going to give you the longest shelf life and the best flavor of your garlic.